What's going on, everybody? My name is MT and welcome back to DaFAQs, a show where I just answer frequently asked questions that people have on the internet, even though nobody asked me to. Guardians of the Galaxy 2 is a thing! Not sure if that needed to be said, but in case you just recently escaped from some sort of underground captivity and are wondering why people now put shattered glass bars on sticks, or who exactly this gluten is and why everybody is afraid of him, congratulations! You escaped. Also, Guardians of the Galaxy 2 is a thing! And this is a Marvel movie, and Marvel movies usually have villains in them. Some are great villains, some are not so great villains, and some villains just really missed their bird. And so, spoiler alert, Guardians 2 will have a villain. However, this time around, things will be a little bit different, because this will most likely not have something that all the other Marvel villains in the past possessed. That's right, I am talking about the male genitalia. Yep, if recent rumors are to be believed, and yeah, guys, all rumors should be believed at all times, actress Elizabeth Debicki has just been cast as Ayesha, Marvel's first non-male on-screen villain, unless you count Bruce Banner's dad in the 2003 Incredible Hulk, who was a man, but also a cloud? But I guess I wouldn't call her a villain. I mean, like, the reason why I used that term in the first place was because all the media outlets are calling her a villain, but in all reality, she's just a confused gold lady who really wants to get laid, but unfortunately has really high standards in men. That's all. I don't see anything wrong with that. Oh boy, I should probably back up a little bit. Okay, so, who is this Ayesha? Well, in order to answer that question, we have to talk about a super secret organization of antisocial nerds called the Enclave. So, what had happened was, 4 super smart dudes met each other at a science convention and basically bonded over their shared worldview that the world was full of stupid people that needed to be ruled by a benevolent world dictatorship. Not entirely sure how a conversation like that just happens. But, you know, maybe this was a convention for science sociopaths, I don't know. And then one of them was like, hey, you know who would make amazing world dictators? A couple of handsome, not stupid people like us. Oh my god, that is the best idea I have ever heard in my life. But, man, what if I miss jury duty? Or worse, what if I miss one of my daughter's stupid tutu recital things again? I can't do that. My wife will make me sleep in the bathroom again. Like, we have a couch in the living room, but she said, no, Jerome, the bathroom. Man, I wish I were dead. Wait, say that last part again. I wish I were dead? No, the part about your wife in the bathroom. You should probably get some help. But, now that you mention it, maybe we should be dead. And so, to evade jury duty and the prying eyes of civilization, all 4 of them faked their own deaths and nerd-eloped to a remote island somewhere in the North Atlantic and erected the Beehive, their high-tech secret base where they made cool science shit like anti-gravity transmitters and teleportation machines. And Honey Nut Cheerios, apparently, because why in God's name would you call your super secret science base the Beehive? That is a stupid-ass name, and you should be ashamed. But hey, not even gonna lie though, the Beehive is probably the most technologically advanced secluded spot on Earth, after Wakanda, of course, because T'Challa don't fuck around. And so these guys were like, cool, we got all this awesome new technology. Awesome. But now we gotta focus on taking over the world. And what better way to do that than to make a whole new race of superior human beings? This is the best idea. We are so smart. And so these 4 guys put their science brains together to make a cocoon. And soon they had a butterfly. And the world fell to its knees. Just kidding. They used chemicals and radiation and other dangerous science stuff to make a cocoon that was cooking up one of the universe's most powerful and most perfect beings, a being referred to only as him. And so these 4 guys who call themselves the Enclave were like, hell yeah, we got a cocoon, we gonna take over the world, all the jerks who beat us up in high school gonna die first, it's gonna be awesome, unless this guy finds out that we're evil and decides to revolt and blow up our sweet Beehive base, killing one of us in the process. Ah, son of a bitch, Jerome is dead! Yep, the Cocoon Man, known as him, bust out of his cocoon and was like, nah, y'all are crazy. I'm out, bitches, and fucked off into space, destroying the beehive and killing one of the scientists in the process. Oops, I guess. And so, after that, the scientists decided that they made a mistake by creating a being with so much power, so they all went home and vowed never to do any of that not okay take over the world shit ever again. If only. Because, of course, the death of Jerome taught them nothing, because you know what they say, if at first you don't succeed, do the same shit again, but this time, trick Dr. Strange into doing brain surgery for you. That's a popular saying that people say, all the teenagers. Hey, Steven. Buddy. Who is this? Schmitterson Jr. of Colorado. Ah, of course. What can I do for you, Mr. Schmidt? I may need some surgery done, like, for a thing. A thing? Just a thing. Just come on over so I can show you my thing in private. I mean, it's a little bit weird looking. It's kind of ugly and bumpy. Look, man, I'm not that kind of doctor. And so the Enclave convinced a very skeptical Doctor Strange to come to their new beehive base with a new cocoon with a new crazy superpowered artificial human weapon inside that the Enclave referred to only as Paragon. And so Doctor Strange did the thing. He did the laser brain surgery on Paragon. But little did he know that he was actually wiring Paragon so that the Enclave could control it instead of having it blow up their super secret clubhouse again. And also so they could rule the world. That is also still something that they are still very much interested in. But unfortunately, that doesn't happen. Why doesn't it happen? Oh, gee, I don't know. Maybe it's because they did the exact same shit that they did the first time. Yup, Paragon came out of its cocoon like, nah, I went through your computers with my sweet-ass powers. Y'all are crazy. Your Google search history is very, very gross and makes me nauseous. You should delete your cookies and go to church. But yeah, y'all are crazy. I'm out, bitches. And then, this inexplicably Egyptian-looking motherfucker hops back into its cocoon after releasing a cosmic blast that sends the cocoon and the entire beehive V2 to the bottom of the ocean. But don't worry, everybody survives. Not sure if you were worrying, but if you were, what are you doing? These people aren't real. Go worry about your grandma. She could die any minute now. Go talk to her. But then, months later, Paragon pops out of their cocoon like, whoa, where did these come from? And she's like, wow, I'm a girl, and I'm gold. Cool, but what is my purpose in life? Oh yeah, when I looked through those evil buff guys' computers, I saw that there was another person just like me. Some dude named him. So I guess I'll be her, since I don't got a penis no more. Wait, do I have a penis? Nope. And so Paragon changed their name to Her and decided that since she was the perfect girl and him was the perfect guy, him should hurry up and put his perfect wiener in her perfect vagina and have little perfect Gerber babies. Just look at him. Why put such a cute little bastard on such terrible tasting food? It's not right. And so began her quest into the stars, where no man has gone before, on a special journey to find that special sexy time somebody. But she would come to find out that him changed his name to Adam Warlock. Also, that he was dead. Killed by Thanos. I know, right? Who would have expected that Thanos was capable of something like murder? He seemed like a nice man. Usually purple people are pretty alright. And so ended the quest for the goldenrod. So Her shoves off into space, all bummed out, until she finds out later that Adam Warlock has been resurrected. Hallelujah! And so she finally meets up with him, and she's like, "Hey yo, let me get some of that dick." And Adam Warlock was like, I don't know you. It's okay. We the same. We perfect. It's our destiny. Let me get some of that destiny dick. I don't like this. And so, Adam Warlock rejects her utterly and completely for being a creepy bitch. And she is distraught. But Her ain't no quitter, okay? If she won't get pregnant, she gon' get pregnant. And so, she sets off to find another perfect superpowered mate on Earth. There's a whole lot of dicks there. And so she's like, I get it now. My approach with Adam Warlock was all wrong. I mean, you just don't walk up to somebody and demand for their genetic material. You just take it from them without them knowing. That's fine. This is fine. Everything's fine. And so naturally, her attaches these weird reproductive pods to the necks of Hercules, Hyperion, Wonder Man, Doc Samson, Gilgamesh, and Quasar because, like I said, she's a creepy bitch. And oddly, those guys are not exactly okay with that shit, and they destroy those pods almost immediately. But Quasar was like, look, that wasn't cool, but you know, we can be friends. We can go on adventures and stuff sometimes, if that's alright, if you can stop being crazy for like 2 seconds. And let me tell you, her is no stranger to adventures and stuff, because this chick be all up in that outer space, getting into some shenanigans with teams like the Avengers and Alpha Flight, with her cosmic-based superpowers and whatnot. And what are those superpowers exactly? Well, she's basically a cosmic sponge. Like every cell in her body can absorb, store, and release cosmic energy. And since Neil deGrasse Tyson said that the cosmos is all around us, she basically has a never-ending power source. And because of that, it would make sense that she would possess superhuman strength, stamina, durability, speed, flight, and a crazy healing factor, and can shoot beams and shit. And that healing factor makes her basically immortal. And I say basically, meaning that if she were to decide to sit on Mars and eat Cheetos all day, she could do that forever, which is a pretty good deal. But she can still die or be killed from unnatural causes. But if she gets hurt so badly that her healing factor isn't enough, she makes herself one of those cocoons from before and has herself a long nap until her body don't hurt no more. She can also rearrange matter and molecules or whatever, which is a neat party trick at best. I'm not all that impressed, but what, I can do that. And throughout her life, her has been given many names by the many people that she's come in contact with throughout the universe. Names like Paragon, Duridia Starduster, Kismet, She Whose Trail Does Hope, sounds very Native American, She Who Must Be Obeyed, and, most recently, Ayesha. Hopefully this one sticks, because some of those other ones would not fit on a driver's license. And fun fact, she was actually given the name Ayesha from none other than the Enclave, those same 3 motherfuckers, when they managed to brainwash her into serving them and fighting the Fantastic Four. Yay! Now she's evil. She basically helped them enslave and experiment on a whole country of people on Genosha, so that the Enclave could, you guessed it, create an entirely new race of superior human beings, because these guys do not give up on their dreams. That ended up not working out for them, surprisingly, because these guys are pretty incompetent, and unfortunately, brainwashed Ayesha is last seen being sent into a black hole to another dimension, and hasn't been seen since in the main Marvel continuity. But when it comes to Marvel, being stuck in another dimension is kind of like your relationship with Domino's Pizza after you first start your diet. Like, the employees won't see your ass for a while, but they know deep down in their heart that your ass is gonna boomerang right on back real soon. So yeah, that's Ayesha. As far as I know, she has not really had any specific dealings with the Guardians of the Galaxy before, but since she is a space traveler, Guardians of the Galaxy 2 is probably the best way to introduce her to the MCU, if she's even in the MCU at all, because again, at this point, all this is just rumors. But there is a chance that we have seen her in the MCU already, because in Guardians 1, we see one of the Enclave's cocoons at that Hoarder Man's house. And while everyone assumes that this could be just an Adam Warlock specific Easter egg, that could very well be pointing at Miss Ayesha as well. But we'll see about that. So yeah, that's it. Ayesha, or her, isn't all that bad of a person. If she isn't being brainwashed by the Enclave, she's just really bad at flirting because she doesn't have any social skills. And if that makes somebody evil, then there is no hive of scum and villainy more wretched than San Diego Comic-Con. And hey, this is just an idea, but maybe it'll turn out that the Enclave were the ones that created Rocket Raccoon in the first place. I mean, it wouldn't be comic book accurate, but it wouldn't be the first time the MCU switched things up, so I don't know. That's probably not gonna happen, but whatever. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching this video, and if you haven't subscribed yet, do it, or just leave a thumbs up, or share this video. That also makes me happy on the inside. My name is MT, and those were DaFAQs, and if you didn't know, now you know. Catch you guys later.